Hi guys, so this is question 4 of the revision questions, the one that has 11 questions in total. We skipped question 3 because that was about the stem and leaf plot, but you're not supposed to do that for your test, so that's great. We can just skip that one. And let's go to this one. So we've got points 0 minus 4, that's P, and we've got QO16. And we've got this graph. So let's see what we have here. So this is our x-axis, right? And this is our y-axis. So if you have a point like A is 3, 4, then we know that this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis, right? So let's double check if this all makes sense in our graph. So we've got P 0 minus 4. So we are indeed here and we go minus 4 there. Let's see if that makes sense because Q is 16. So this is 8, right? Because here 8 is given. This is 8 as well. So this indeed is 16. And this is half of 8, you see, this distance. So this must indeed be negative 4. So this indeed makes sense. P is 0, negative 4, and Q is 16. Okay, and then what do they say? Let me put that back in. Plot the point R 11, 16. So R is 11, 16. So let's have a look. We have on the x-axis 11, on the y-axis 16. So on the x-axis we must be here, and on the y-axis this is 16, right? So we go and we go up to here. So this is our point R 11, 16, right? Okay, great. And then calculate angle QPR. Okay, so let's have a look at this triangle that is formed. So we've got Q, P, and R. So we've got up here, we go like this, and we go like this. Okay, guys, so when we work out triangles like this, like angles, we're gonna use this Soska-Stoa situation, you know, where you compute like the angle, the sine or the tangent or the cosine, and we know that in terms of the sides of the triangle. But the triangle must be a 90 degrees triangle. So is that the case? That is indeed the case, because here we've got a 90 degrees angle because Q is at level 16 and R as well, right? So this is a straight line compared to this one and to this one. Okay, so we've got a 90 degrees angle. Great, and now let's have a look at the sides of our triangle. So what is the length of this one? So we've got 16 up here, and we've got, how much was this? Well, P is 0, negative 4, so this distance is 4. So we've got 4 here. So this whole thing is 20, right? And this one is, what's the length of that one? That is 11. So basically our triangle looks like this. And we've got P, Q, and R. And we have 20 up here and we've got 11 up here. And now we're interested in this angle. So the angle is the angle formed by P. So that is basically this one. So let's call this alpha. So guys, we've got the side opposite to the angle, and we've got this one, which is the adjacent, I think we call that in English. So if we have opposite and adjacent, because it's not the side opposite to the 90 degrees one, it's the adjacent one. So we use that the tangent of alpha is opposite divided by adjacent. So that will be 11 divided by 20. That is the tangent of alpha. And as we are interested in alpha, alpha will be the inverse of this. So that's called the arctan. Arctan, tangent, of 1120. So that actually means what is the angle such that the tangent is 11/20. So that is also written like this, tan -1. So that's the inverse function of the tangent with answer 11/20. So you can plug this in your calculator, and then the answer comes out, which is 28.8 degrees. So make sure that your calculator is set at in degrees. And that is question B. Okay, so question B, the angle is 28.8. Okay, great. And now they say, so that is this angle. This is 28.8 degrees. Now they say M is a point on the line PR. M is 9 units from P. Okay, so M is 9 units from P. So basically what we have this originally, PQR, and M is 9 units from P. So if we go up here 9, then M must be here. And this again was 20, and this is 11. Calculate the area of triangle PQM. So P, PQ, and M up here. So we're interested in this area. Okay. So how are we going to do that? Well, remember that if we want the area of a triangle, we do the base times the height divided by 2, right? But we don't know this distance, right? We only know this and this. So what we're going to do, this is a very good one to remember. The area is also given by 1/2 A times B times the sine of C. This means that if we have any triangle, we've got a side A and a side B, and the angle in between is C, then we can say that the area of this triangle will be given by 1/2 A, so one side times the second side, and then we have to take the sine of the angle in between. Okay, so do we have that information? If we want the area of this thing, we need one side, the second side, and the angle, the sine of the angle in between. Well, we do, because we know that this angle was 28.8. We just calculated that. So what we're going to do, we're just going to write down, this is 1/2 times one side, that is 20, times the second side, which is 9. Why 9? Because that was given. They say M is a point on the line PR. M is 9 units from P. So M is on the line PR, and M is 9 units from P. So, yeah, this is 9, right? Okay, and then we have to multiply by the sine of this angle between those two sides. So we've got 20 and 9. And the angle is here 28.8. So we have sine of 28.8 degrees. And when you plug that in your calculator, something comes out and it's 43.4. So this is the area of this triangle, okay, formed by the points Q, P, and M. And this is the answer to your last question. So to summarize here this question, we make use of this tangent rule. Tangent of an angle is opposite divided by adjacent. And we make use of the information given by those points. So always read carefully. If we have those coordinates, that says something about the sides, right? So this must be 11, this must be 16 plus 4. So be careful here. And therefore it's 11 divided by 20. Then you use the inverse tangent, so the arctan. So that means the angle such that the tangent is 11/20. You plug that in your calculator and 28.8 comes out. Then the second one is calculating the area of the triangle. Well, as I said, normally we know the area of a triangle, base times height divided by 2. But here we may do like base this, but then we don't know the height. Or we could do this, but then we don't know the height either. So we have to be a bit more creative. And then you use this alternative definition of the area of a triangle. And that is 1/2 times 2 sides that are like this. And then we have to multiply by the sine of the angle in between those 2 sides. Okay? So that is what we have used here. Okay, that was question 4. See ya!